Okay, so May's just right around the corner. That means Albuquerque the Magazine is gearing up to release their latest issue. This one looks like it's for the foodies in town. Here at the preview with the mag and what readers can look forward to in this next issue is staff writer Tom Sanford. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Crystal. Good to be here.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, let's get right into it. So we're talking food and also obviously beverages. Happy hour, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's jump right into it and talk about drinking because that's one of my favorite things to do on the weekends, right?
You know,
when I got free
that's
time.
true. And when you're responsible.
Thank you.
There
yes,
you go.
Absolutely.
We got to get that out really
Designated
fast.
driver, right? So we have this happy hour guide in this issue, and it's basically where we recap 30 cool happy hours at different restaurants, 30 different restaurants here in town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we listed what they feature, but we also gave it like sort of like a handy guide. Like if you're going to celebrate a birthday, like you should go to Farina Alto because they have great drink specials there, but they also will give you like a free butterscotch budino appetizer, right?
Wow.
Yeah, so we kind of broke it down and made it easy for our readers. Like, let's say you want to seal a business deal, right?
Yeah.
Well, you go to Marcelo's Chop House because it's quiet enough in the afternoons to where you can talk, but you can also afford to, like, wine and dine one of your clients, and try to get things moving in the right direction, right?
So you guys really had a hard time writing this issue, right?
It was the worst. I made a few house calls. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty nice. We also listed some cool facts, like, of course, happy hours are legal here in Albuquerque, right? But that's not true, in different places across the world.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like Ireland, for example. Did you know that happy hours are banned in Ireland?
Seriously? Why is that?
No joke. It was to curb binge drinking. So I think it was about 20 years ago that they approved that. Yeah, but you wouldn't think, right?
No,
because
I
happy hour is
wouldn't.
supposed to be happy, and you figure it'd be everywhere. But
Yeah.
it's not.
So Debbie Downers of happy hour in Ireland,
Absolutely.
right? What else did you find out?
Oh man, I had a lot of fun with that, and actually I'm going to use it for my relatives and for my in-laws when they come into town. So it was just a really good way for me to get more in touch with the bar and lounge scene here in Albuquerque.
Absolutely, and I think that's really crucial. A lot of times maybe it's Friday, you've had a hard week, you want to go out. That's a great way to find a good place to go.
It is cheap to drink in Albuquerque. It really is. So you had no excuse to not go out there and socialize and make friends and do that sort of thing.
Let's talk about the food because if you're drinking, you have to eat, right?
Absolutely. Let's. One thing that we do every year is our Hot Plate Awards, right?
Okay.
Where there's cool things going on in Albuquerque's restaurants that really it should be recognized, right? But we don't really have, we didn't have like that sort of award until we came up with hot plates. So it's just about the coolest, newest, tastiest things going on in restaurants here in Albuquerque. For example, the bruschetta de la boca at Mas Tapas y Vino, right? It's bruschetta, but it's covered with heavy cream and manchego cheese, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then it's topped with an egg and then drizzled in truffle sauce, right?
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's stuff you need to go out and try. So we tried to encapsulate that with our Hot Plate Awards, and we're actually going to present them with metal plates that are engraved that say Hot Plate Awards, right?
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Now, you also talked about how you're merging two different dishes together from different restaurants.
That's right. That's probably the feature I'm most excited about in this issue. It's called Franken Foods. Albuquerque foods that we wish existed, right? It's where we got two of our favorite dishes from around town and put them together. Of course, these dishes don't exist, but I mean, they really get you thinking.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the briskets and gravy. It's where we took the briskets from Marley's Central Texas barbecue and we doused them with the cream gravy sauce from Mac's Steak in the Rough, right?
Oh, that actually sounds good.
Yeah,
I've had their gravy.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah, it's stuff you're
delicious.
familiar with, right?
Yeah.
And we try to do that, too, is like get food items that our readers would really be familiar with.
And, that's a great idea because you can actually do that if you maybe do a
yeah, if you want to do a field trip and do that, you totally could.
You stop at 7 different places on the way home. What's going on when you get home? Your husband's like, seriously, honey.
Give it a try and let me know how it turns out, okay?
So tell me, how many restaurants did you guys actually look into for this magazine?
You know what? Oh man, it's got to be above 30 though. I mean, just for the happy hours feature, it was 30, and then for Franken Foods, there's another 15 or so. So yeah, we're getting up there in the 50s, I think, at this point. Yeah, but it's.
So you guys really covered it all.
We did. We tried to. And some of it, like I said, for the Franken Foods feature, stuff that doesn't exist. So we kind of extrapolated, right?
Yeah.
Like we have this dish called the Lickin' and Waffles, right? With chicken and waffles,
yeah.
It's a big deal, and
that's an interesting title.
Yeah, you would think, right? So it's waffles, but with the lengua, the beef tongue from Taqueria, Mexico, right?
That's interesting.
And you put that on a waffle, so it's supposed to make you think. It might not be the most appetizing
It's making me
thing.
think this morning. I can tell you that on that last dish. So where can people find this month's issue?
You know what? It'll be on newsstands by the 1st or the 3rd. So, and it's already in our subscribers' mailboxes.
All right.
So.
I want to thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Thank you so much.
You bet. If you want a recap of everything we just talked about, it'll be on our website, KRQE.com. We'll be